Hello, my name is Sherry, and I come to you today because it was in my spirit to bring this video to encourage some women. It's a very touchy subject today, and it's about women who are married that are having trouble conceiving, wanting to be pregnant, and it just hadn't happened for you yet. I want to come to you and say, I know your pain. I know your tears. I know how it hurts, and it's coming from a personal space because I am one of those women. But I just want to give you some spiritual advice that's going to help you go through this phase and get to your blessing at the end, which is your child. Okay. And so, for one, if you don't believe in God, this channel is really not going to help you. But if you don't believe in God and you're a little bit interested in what I got to say, listen because you're going to get a blessing if you obey and take heed. And for those that believe in God, keep listening because you're going to get your blessing anyway. God want me to tell you that He is the same God that He was in the Bible. That your situation is no different than the women in the Bible. Whether you are being told by the doctor that you need a hysterectomy, that you're not ovulating, that you're bleeding too much, or you're not bleeding at all, or the things that you're supposed to go through as a woman to get you ready for pregnancy is just not happening for you. Those situations aren't too big for God. Okay, that's the perfect timing for Him to step in and heal you. That's when He can really come in and manifest Himself to you. That's all of that is for the glory of Him, okay? We like to say God give us tests, okay? People like to say God's testing me. But I want you to correct your language today. God is not testing you. He's allowing the devil to test you. The devil is going to throw things at you to make you go through a trial, which is your test. But God is going to be there with you to see you overcome and get the victory, okay? The whole thing about this message that I'm giving you today is faith. Faith. So I want you to remember that you need to pray, believe, and work. Okay? Those three are going to make sense when I finish this video. Okay? Faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. Work without faith is dead. So your job as a woman who's trying to conceive is faith, right? And work. And you're probably saying, well, what work? What can I do how can I put work with my faith? Some of you may already know the answer to that, but your work is simply believing. If you're really going to believe, put some work with it. You're going to go out and buy random baby stuff for children that aren't even here yet, that you're going to have. If you're going to have a girl, if you know for a fact you're going to have a girl, get you some girl stuff. That's your faith. Get you some boy stuff if you're going to have a boy. You're going to have twins, get both of them. That's your faith. Pick your room out in the house and paint that room and get it fixed up with cribs. So when you announce your pregnancy, you're not too much lacking of nothing because you've already been working toward this day anyways. That's putting work with your faith. So when I say pray, believe is your faith. Work. Pray, believe, and work. That's what you need to do. That is your job. I want to let you know that you're not going through this by yourself because everything that you're going through has already been done. Those women in the Bible suffered. If you read the Bible, those women had to fall on their knees and ask God, put in requests, open my womb, Lord. Bless me with this child, Lord. He sent them visions about them having He guided them through the whole process. Sarah had a child on up in age. Sarah faith wavered. She chose a woman for her husband to have children with. And God said, no, I promised you a child, Sarah. You're still going to have it. And He blessed her with it. Rebecca, she had a request for God for children. She wanted her womb open. Somebody else had a kinsman who was pregnant at the same time, who was barren. So I want to let you know that your situations that you're going through, you're not by yourself. I was that woman in the Bible who had the issue of blood, the woman who bled continuously, and touched the hem of God's garment, and she was made whole. We can't touch the hem of His garment because He is now a spirit. But how can we touch the hem of His garment? With us now and today, our faith has got to touch God. He can't overlook faith. He will always work in your favor when there's faith, even if it's as small as a mustard seed. That's what the Bible says. Just as small as a mustard seed. Get yourself today, get on Google and Google a mustard seed. You just need that little bit of faith, okay? And it will happen for you. Those women in the Bible suffer because when you are living for God, those things that come so easy to the women of the world are even more difficult to those women that are very spiritual and close to God. We have to cry, fast, pray for everything that we want. And that's only because our God suffered in the flesh, and we are going to suffer in the flesh as well. Our God has set out this path for us of believing in faith, and everything is at our fingertips because he's the one that's going to give us those things that we ask for if we believe. Okay. Testimony. I said I was the woman with the issue of blood. 2015 in February, God healed me of that. That means the blood that continuously kept coming, it finally stopped in February. It had been going on for years. God told me that wasn't it, okay? He told me that wasn't it. The devil was going to come. He was going to let the devil test me again, but he knew I was going to pass. So the devil came. In January 2016, my menstrual stopped. Now, I've never had a problem with having a menstrual. It just wouldn't quit. So in January, it actually stopped. Okay, it didn't come. It was normal when he healed me in February. But in January 2016, it stopped. So I'm going on, and here it is, June. A couple of weeks ago, I prayed. I said, Lord, let me know that I'm on the right path. Give me a positive pregnancy test, Jesus. If I'm pregnant, let me know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Or give me my menstrual. Show me, Lord. I need to see this. I need your guidance. 2 weeks later, I had a menstrual. Haven't had one since 2016. I'm going to have another one next month. My God hears a righteous prayer. My women that are out there suffering right now, I want you to believe God. I want you to know that God is going to fix this for you. You have to believe it and speak it into existence. Get out there and put some work in. Constantly pray. Ask God to open your womb. Don't let the devil send distractions. Don't let the devil get you depressed and bitter. People around you having babies and friends are getting pregnant, and you always saying congratulations, but never anyone saying congratulations to you. Always at someone else's baby shower instead of your own. God is ready to change that for you, but you have to quit blocking your own blessing by not believing. Quit being a hindrance to your own blessing and start believing. Once you start believing and putting in work, God is going to do something for you. Now, whether it's on years on down the line or tomorrow or the next day, trust and believe God. You will get another video from me about an update on pregnancy when I do become pregnant. And those of you that don't believe, I'm ready for you to see the next video. May not be the next one, but whenever it does happen, I will have a video on my updated pregnancy. But for those that are interested in anything I said, I hope that I helped. I am going to do a lot of videos on different subjects for us married women, and just women in general. And husbands, stop by and listen too. If you know a stranger, a friend, anybody that needs any advice on anything that I spoke today, send them this way. I hope that I was a blessing to you. I hope that you take what I said. Just remember, pray, believe, and work. May God be with you and be blessed.